Ladies and gentlemen, welcome inside the Bill Fox Gymnasium. Tonight's Catholic League matchup between the two rivals, Detroit Catholic Central of Novi and your De La Salle Pilots of Warren. We're interested to see how this plays, considering the Pilots and the Shamrocks both entering at 0-1. The Pilots entering unranked. The Shamrocks ranked at number 9 according to the Detroit zone. Coming up for your Catholic Central Shamrocks, their starting lineup tonight. At the forward, number 0, Lyndon Boyai. As their starting forward again, number 1, Wysell Davis. The Saginaw Valley State offered forward. He's getting a little chippy with the bro zone pregame. Followed up by number 4, Andrew Walker. Number 10, the Farmington Hills native, Evan Milosevic, and Isaiah McCree, number 12, the Grand Blanc transfer this year. For your Pilots of De La Salle, number 0, Noah Foster, the guard, the true freshman this year. Number 1, Jackson Turret, forward. Number 3, Alex Sabaw, again at forward. Starting as your center, number 4, Henry Griesbeck. And at guard tonight, number 22, Jace Goff, the transfer in from Hazel Park this year. We're interested to see, especially the size difference between both teams, considering 2 underclassmen starting for the Pilots tonight. Only 1 junior on this De La Salle varsity basketball team. As we take a quick break, as we take a part of these pregame traditions, including prayer and our national anthem. Some keys coming in for the Catholic Central Shamrocks is honestly to stay under control and stay disciplined, certainly for a Pilots defense that has kind of lacked that same discipline or steadfastness, certainly under the basket. They lacked in the zone defense, unfortunately, because of the Pilots' size. That's what they resort to, and sometimes that can certainly hurt them around the arc, considering the three-point shooting that we definitely saw out of Birmingham Groves and what we may see tonight out of the Shamrocks. And coming for the Pilots, particularly with the guards, some of the, as we mentioned, the smaller size and the inability sort of to control yourself under the basket. And I think we saw that out of Jackson Tur with the 2 fouls early, took himself unfortunately out of the game. Alex Sabal, a continually aggressive player. That's not to say that we should erode all aggressiveness in the game, but it's to sort of control that down and understand the positions at which you may increase your aggressiveness in the game and sort of increase your control and build that balance.
Yeah, I totally agree. It's a young team, obviously still getting used to their offense and defense. Obviously, they stood tall a little bit in the first half of the Groves game on Wednesday, obviously, as we saw. But then, obviously, as soon as the momentum switched to Groves' side, they obviously just started to fall apart in every spot, I think I can guess you could say, in rebounds. They obviously were big on turnovers, not good from the free throw line whenever they converted. And those points, whenever they get to that, are going to matter eventually, especially against a team like Catholic Central.
And the Pilots enter in, obviously, 0-1, falling to Birmingham Groves on the year. And their first Catholic League matchup. So we'll see what this inexperienced, I guess you could say, De La Salle team, what they'll put together not only in the game but also in the breaks, and see what the adjustments we can make during halftime. I know the players welcoming in the new head coach, Coach Mike Malkevich, who served as a assistant under Coach John Jokai, a longtime assistant, moved with him to Oakland Community College, not Catholic Central, just mixing up the CCs today. But now that Coach Jokai over as an assistant, couldn't bring along Coach Malkevich. Tipping off for the Pilots, number 4 Henry Griesbeck beside Lyndon Boyai, their power forward.
Totally fine that you mispronounced the CCs there. I mean, at least we know you're certainly in the spirit for tip-off. It's great to hear. Hopefully it's going to be a great night between these two, and I think that there's definitely going to be some going at it multiple times in this game. The Brozone's certainly excited for this tip-off, and so am I.
Ball tipped out of bounds, kicked a few times, but McCree will pick it up. He starts as the point guard for the Shamrocks, driving under the basket. Boyai, both undersized teams. A quick turnover coming off of Milicevic. Noah Foster coming in just above 5 foot. Trapped in the corner, trying to get his ball move skills, but you can even see on trying to break the press, it looks a little sloppy already, unfortunately, for the Pilots. Trying to get it underneath, almost stepped out of bounds. He did again. That'll be the second turnover for the Shamrocks quickly.
Immediately just a bunch of turnovers between the two teams. One of these teams obviously is going to have to gain control of the ball and not make careless mistakes like that. Obviously great job by Jackson Tur there, regaining possession.
Sabal on the baseline, his commonality. He loves to go into that baseline, unfortunately. Sometimes he catches himself there, and he does not always convert on the 2-point, and I think if he could develop that a little bit more, we could see a little bit more of offensive passion come out of him. A good decision out of Foster, throws it at the shoes of Isaiah McCree, the transfer from Grand Blanc. His second year now at Catholic Central.
Yeah, absolutely. Like what you said, everybody sometimes is going to get caught up in the paint down low.
Turret at the lettering, Pilots. No new uniforms, unfortunately, for Varsity this year, but not a problem. They look still beautiful as always. In the all-black, Catholic Central coming in. Jackson Tur goes up for the dunk. A late foul called. 2 free throws called 2 seconds after. It'll be a little hand check going against Jackson Tur. That's his first foul of the day. McCree's first is up and good. So the first points of the game come from free throws. 7 minutes, 5 seconds to play in the period. The second drained as well. So McCree shooting 100% at the free throw line at 15 feet. Noah Foster getting the ball tipped away. Jay Scoff struggling in the backcourt to break the press. Stepped out of bounds. Unfortunately, seems like the underclassmen are just a little bit rattled in their first Catholic League matchup.
One thing I love about Jace Goff is that look how locked in he is. I mean, after every play, he just moves on from it. That's why he's always been so solid on the court.
Another turnover going against the Shamrocks of Catholic Central. McCree's second of the day. 3-1 the turnover ratio so far, Shamrocks. Ball bounced off the foot. McCree going in, the left-handed layup stays true. Timeout taken by Coach Mike Milkevich, slowing down the Pilots' offense. A 30-second timeout. We go to a quick break. Thanks for.
The brotherhood is the #1 thing at De La Salle. It's just one big family here.
At De La Salle, there's just something that sets it apart. There's a feeling, there's a growth, there's the idea of the builders of boys, makers of men.
They understand that it's a prep school and they're treating it like it's college, which, I mean, I have felt like I could take on anything and I'd be ready to go because how well I've been prepped being here.
Oh, timeout. Tyson Lyons trying to make a good name for himself right off the bench. Just couldn't get that one to fall, but he's really an aggressive player, especially on offense, so we'll see how that plays out. Oh. And looks like Jaden Mott preparing to check in for the Pilots. Other freshmen on the varsity team.
Five minutes 48 seconds, to play in the first quarter. Goff switching back and forth. Sabaw getting trapped in another zone defense from the Shamrocks. Foster, left elbow, jump stop. Jace Goff thought about a long three. Switch, dribble drive. Tyson Lyons for three. No good off the back of the rim. Evan Milicevic taking over as the point guard, sharing that role so far with Isaiah McCree. Lysel Davis on the right wing, trying to drive in. Pilots pro zone, hearing the noise.
Looks to be a foul against the Pilots.
Tyson Lyons is going to get charged for his first personal foul, the team's third this quarter. Alex Sabos subs out. Jackson Turr comes back in. Davis, right elbow, step back two. Buries it in. Pilots still scoreless, 3 minutes into the game. Shamrocks by 9 in a shutout so far. Foster, right side three. Buries it! Pilots finally strike from a Noah Foster three. He'd been acclaimed as one of the top three-point shooters in his freshman class, showing it there. Fires three from the left side. Pilots cannot come up with the offensive rebound. Last touched by Jaden Mott. Ball out to Lyndon Boyai, an easy lay it up, lays it in. Turr got peeled on the backside. 11-3, Shamrocks by 8 so far. Turr fires three, buries it again! Pilots 6 points, both come on three-point shots so far. 4 minutes, 20 seconds to play in this contest. Foster struggling in the backcourt. That'll leave a 5-on-4. Wysell Davis takes over again. Goff getting double teamed in his zone again in the backcourt press. Gets the ball easily tipped away. Coming back again, McCree lays it up, can't complete it. Andrew Walker gets the rebound and completes it instead for the Shamrocks. Jaden Mott trying to take a step back, thought about it. Turr fumbling possession, that's going to be a charging foul, the second foul against Turr. Once again comes early in this first quarter. Henry Griesbeck has to come in and sub in for Jackson Turr. Once again, that was a pregame note. Three minutes, 50 seconds to play. Jackson Turr and Coach Mike Mokevich getting an explanation on that charging foul. They were unsure about what that was all about. McCree near the corner of the forecourt. Jay Scoff applying pressure, getting underneath. Jaden Mott comes up with the steal. Trying to draw a backside foul, puts it up, lays it off the back of the glass, no good. Defensive rebound coming for Jackson Bowden. Going up over top, Wysell Davis scores two over top Jace Golf, 17-6. Pilots take their second timeout. Thirty-second timeout taken by Coach Mike Mokevich. 17-6. Shamrocks so far taking it away on the offensive side. Once again, Pilots losing in quick transition, unfortunately.
Absolutely. Their offense just has not been able to get points on the board, and when they are on defense, they're just struggling to get back or cover the right guy, and they really got to keep an eye out on the top three guys up front on offense, and that includes Wysell Davis, Andrew Walker, and Evan Milesevich. Truly threats on this court, and they just have to find some way to contain them. And with Turr having those two personal fouls, that is not helping the Pilots' cause either. And now he will move sides.
Certainly wouldn't want my camera to shatter.
Absolutely not. If I were in his position, I probably would have moved sides as well.
2 minutes, 57 seconds. The first one pure, Jackson Bowden. Second one up for Bowden remains pure. Ethan Jonah subbed in for the Shamrocks on that last possession. Foul going against the Shamrocks again. Number 23, Aiden Kersey. Jaden Mott loses control of the basketball, driving underneath the basket. Bowden takes it away. Switching it far side. Weissel Davis over top of Sabah. Coming up with the offensive rebound is Kersey. Driving up under the lane again, a third time chance. Make that a fourth. Finally gets it to roll in. Malachi Clayton makes an impact as soon as he steps on the floor for Catholic Central. Noah Foster ranges for three, gets his own rebound, lays it up, plays it in. A nice way to show himself back after missing that three-point attempt. An easy layup again. Jackson Bowden carves right through the defense. 2 minutes and 3 seconds to go, 23-8. Shamrocks by 15. Goff. Back to Foster, into the lane, undersized. 2 shots is what the call is going to be. Goes against Malachi Clayton. That's his first personal foul. That'll be the team's 5th. Excuse me, team's 4th, so Pilots 1 away from the bonus. At the line shooting 2 is Noah Foster. He has 5 points so far in this contest, a 3-point and an easy 2-point under the basket. Make that 6. Foster's second is up and good. Oh. Under 2 minutes to play in this first quarter, what seemed like an extremely long first quarter. Many stoppages, it feels like every second. Weissel Davis caught the Pilots on the backside transition again. Ben Stempen making his first transition to the basketball game. Throwing it over to Noah Foster, who immediately gets caught up. Alex Sabah goes up, blocked off the backboard, what should have been goaltending. Immediately smacked the back of the backboard. Noah Foster comes away with a steal. He'll have Tyson Lyons coming with him. Puts up a contested 2 and 1. Foster to go to the line to make it a 3-point play. Even for his size, Noah Foster certainly making an impact. Unfortunately, does not come clean on the 3-point play. Pilots still behind the Shamrocks. Foster again on a steal. Spinning, driving, unfortunately caught in too many steps this time. In transition, just couldn't put it together. Rosone extremely unhappy with that call by the officials, but I can say nothing but I agree. Foster showing his temperament. Draws a foul, and unfortunately, since he's seated the line, that's Foster's first of the day. Jonah at the line, he'll make it pure. 1 minute, 5 seconds. 26-12 still. Jonah's second is good. Ben Stempen, another time where he is unclear, but a nice vertical jump out of Jace Goff. Showing his vertical skills there. Switching it around to Jaden Mott. Trying to get an ISO one-on-one. Fortunately not going to work in this zone offense. A foul called. That looked like all ball, but I'm not going to contest personally. Jaden Mott sent to the line for 2. His first one will roll in. 49.5 seconds to play in this first quarter. We're excited to have you join us here for the second home contest of the year and the first Catholic League matchup. Jaden Mott's second is up and good. Only one missed free throw so far for the Pilots coming out of Noah Foster's three-point play. 40 seconds to play in this first quarter. Jonah at the top of the key. Switching in between. Jace Goff comes up with the turnover. Sabaugh comes back. Could have gotten away with the traveling there. Jaden Mott trying to drive to the lane. The true freshman lays it up off the backboard. No good. Alex Sabaugh, second chance. No. Rebounded instead by Jonah and the Shamrocks. Under 15 seconds to play. What could be the last possession. Ball tipped away, but we're going to get a reach and foul going against Jaden Mott. That's his first of the day. Sending the Shamrocks to the line. It'll be a 1-and-1. Jonah, his first true. Shamrocks have come completely clean so far at the free throw line. Jonah's second will rattle in. Tyson Lyons. Interesting to see the concept that Coach Malkevich has going on the inbound plays, putting all sophomores. Noah Foster thought about another three. Jaden Mott wide open, gonna have to get this shot off. Noah Foster from the arc, can't even get a shot off. Pilots had 3 possessions and unfortunately could not make any chances out of them. 29-14 at the end of the first quarter. Thank you for joining us so far as we head to our first commercial of the day. Welcome back inside of the Bill Fox Gymnasium here on our De La Salle campus. A fresh 8 minutes to play in our second quarter. Jaden Mott getting the inbound into Jace Goff. On the boards, Sabaugh looking for the offensive drive, going to the net, and gonna get a traveling called. Pilots Brozone unhappy, but he certainly dragged his pivot foot on the way in, into the paint. Just out of control, unfortunately cannot convert. In comes Ben Stempen. Pilots entering the 2-2 zone. At the top of the key, trying to swing it underneath, and unfortunately that's exactly what's going to happen in a 2-2 zone with one back. A 2-2-1 is what puts you susceptible, to all those Catholic League dunks that we see all the time, and Andrew Walker absolutely exploited that. 31-14 now. Jaden Mott gets it in to Henry Griesbeck. Jace Goff spending time in the backcourt. Foul called. Goes against Ethan Jonah. It's his first of the day. Team's first this quarter. Goff on the left side, trying to drive into the arc, left elbow, switching it across, Jaden Mott, back out, Foster left corner. A long three coming from Goff is not going to fall. Foul, a pushing. That'll go against the Shamrocks. Seven minutes and 6 seconds to play. Foster tried to get it into Stempen, who rolled it under. Foster recovers. He touched the baseline on his way out, and that's another turnover committed by Stempen.
Pilots offense obviously not doing too well with these turnovers. They've definitely had a good deal of them, and that's what hurt them last week. On Wednesday against Groves, and it's certainly hurting them right now.
Contested 2-point, and going to the line now is Jackson Bowden, who'll shoot 2, and that's Henry Griesbeck's third personal foul, and we haven't even hit halftime yet. Tyson Lyons now has to check in. Jackson Bowden bounces it off the front of the rim. Bowden trying to go for his second one. Second one is up and good. Goes 1 for 2 at the line. Goff picks up his dribble, switches the pivot. Foster now switching over to Goff. Ben Stempen. A majority, an 80% underclassmen lineup out there. Foster got a bump. Correct call going against Isaiah McCree. That's his first personal foul. Team's third in just the quarter. So it'll be coming in front of us for the inbound. Tyson Lyons looking his way into Noah Foster's hands. Picks up his dribble in the corner. Not a position you ever want to pick up your dribble, especially in the zone offense, where traps are extremely common. Charging foul is the correct call there. Tyson Lyons completely out of control. Tried to do the jump stop, pivot, turn around and shoot, but that unfortunately was not what occurred on the floor. 32-14, Shamrocks by 18.
Not a great foul there by the Pilots offense, and their defense struggling to find a good formation to stick with, as this Shamrock offense just eating away at everything they have to throw at them.
Switching out to Sabal left side. Underneath Foster. Foster at the left arc. Takes a stop and gets the ball packed away. The first block by Andrew Walker today. We saw one of his dunks earlier. He's especially known for his dunking abilities. That ball's thrown at the backcourt from Noah Foster, who's extremely frustrated. .46 to play in the second quarter. Pilots in early foul trouble, and we have not seen Jackson return to the floor yet, unfortunately.
With him and Henry Griesbeck both at 3 personal fouls each, I think they're definitely trying to save them at least a little bit.
Ball bounces off the back brick of the rim. Substitutions for the Pilots. Jaden Mott now in for Ben Stempen. 5 minutes, 31 seconds to play in this second quarter. Got to say, Pilots are going to have to develop a new press break. It seems like they're spending a lot of time back in this press. Almost caught with traveling again. Sabah. Foster, the backside spin move. Jaden Mata wide open three. Tries to get it off the block, no good. 5 minutes, 8 seconds to play, 34-14. Backside, looks like we got a foul. May have thrown his hip into him. I was going to say Zaya McCree. Excuse me, Jackson Bowden. Foster at the top of the key. Takes the jump, stop, elbow. Can't get it. Alex Sabah comes down with it. He'll be headed to the line. The fourth personal foul goes against Evan Milicevic, his second personal foul. The team's fourth, one away from the bonus, and we're not even halfway through this second quarter. Sabah can't find his way down with the first free throw. That'll be absolutely influential in today's game to try and bury free throws. Alex Sabah, 1 for 2. Calling in for a substitution now. Malachi Clayton and Aiden Kersey sending out Evan Milicevic and Isaiah McCree. Wysell Davis into the corner. That's exactly what's going to happen when Sabah is too aggressive, reaching right over the back of Landon Boyai, and unfortunately draws another foul. Pilots at 3 fouls now in the quarter. Swung it up straight over Andrew Walker. Clayton trying to drive to the lane, tipped away by Tyson Lyons. Good defense there, but Alex Sabah got the ball immediately stripped, and another foul called on Alex Sabah. Pilots entering extreme foul trouble, and the 10-minute break has not even hit for halftime. 4 minutes, 30 seconds to play in this second quarter. Alex Sabah's second personal foul, the team's fourth. Both teams at 4 fouls apiece.
With the 2 fouls that Sabah has, both of them have occurred in less than 20 seconds.
Almost a push off under control from the top of the key. Andrew Walker sends the 3 home, 37-15. Goff, right wing, takes the stop, swings it across. Foster thinks about a long 3. He takes it, can't bury it instead, though. Rebounded by Malachi Clayton. In transition, quick on the way, and that's Sabah's 3rd personal foul in the span of 1 minute. Less than 1 minute has passed, and Sabah has drawn his 3rd personal foul of the day. So they changed it at the last second. It'll be now Noah Foster called for the blocking foul instead of Alex Sabah.
Free throw is good by Wysell Davis as Sabah gets it into Noah Foster.
Foster crossing half court now. Jaden Mott left arc. 3 minutes, 47 seconds. Jaden Mott trying to go underneath. Foster at the top of the key trying to roll in. Left elbow throws it up, fouled on his way to the basket. He'll go to the line for the 3rd time tonight. 3 minutes, 40 seconds to play in this second quarter. Both teams reaching the bonus. 38-15, now 38-16. Foster making his first free throw of the day. Foster's second is good. So after not making the 3-point play, Foster has been nothing but clean at the free throw line. Malachi Clayton in front of the Catholic Central bench. Left side swinging again. Walker tried to look for the basketball, trying to go underneath. Putting it up for the basket, no good. Aiden Kersey. Catholic Central gets their own offensive rebound for a second chance. Pilots getting out-rebounded significantly defensively. Ball tipped out of bounds. Certainly a size differential is notable. And considering that Catholic Central is not the biggest team that the Pilots face this year, they'll have to see how they match up against some of the other larger Catholic League teams like Brother Rice and University of Detroit Jesuit. Tyson Lyons from the elbow. Nothing but a pure jump shot. Puts the Pilots to 19. 2 minutes and 57 seconds to play in the second quarter. Ball tipped away by Tyson Lyons, but able to complete the play. Jackson Bowden comes down with the ball. Jaden Mott, quick in transition, thought about a three. Driving to the net, puts it back up. Boom, and one, count it! 40 to 19, make that 40 to 21. Jaden Mott going to the line. Jaden Mott completes the three-point play, 40 to 22. Two minutes, 28 seconds. Trying to drive in between the lane. Pilots running the zone offense, the 2-1-2 now. Switching back and forth, the two-point shot, no good. Pilots can't get a defensive rebound so far. Putting it up and in, Aiden Kersey. 42-22 now. Going to the lane, switch out from Lyons. Mott near the right arc. Switches it in for 2 points, however. 42-24. A reciprocal 154 to go. Switching underneath the basket, Jaden Mott draws his second personal foul. Got called on a hack underneath the basket. He was not very happy with that call. Called for swatting on the arm. Sending to the line, Lyndon Boyai. Farmington Hills native. Makes his first. Makes it 43 for the Shamrocks. Officials having a little bit of fun with the Pilots bro zone. The line again, cannot bury the second one. Tyson Lyons with his high vertical was able to come down with the defensive rebound on the free throw. Foster trying to spin, caught in transition, could have been called for a walking there. Step back three from Jaden Mott, bounces off the back of the board. Jackson Bowden gets it in. Alex Sabaugh did not have his hands up, tried to draw the charging foul, but instead the basket went right over him. Foster driving to the lane, lays it up on the left-handed floater and buries it. 45-26, just over a minute to play. Bowden switching it in, a backside. Trying to get the jump ball. Tyson Lyons comes down with it. Looks like there's going to be a foul, called. There was an elbowing and a holding. So Lyndon Boyai gets called for the foul. 54.8 seconds to play. Sending Tyson Lyons to the line to shoot two. Tyson Lyons' first trip to the line today.
substitution. Coming back in for the Shamrocks, sending out Malachi Clayton. Lions' second is up and good. 45-27, Shamrocks lead. Bowden in the backcourt, even with his extreme size. Switching left side, trying to go underneath the rim. Bowden tipped the ball away by Jaden Mott. Goff recovers in transition, under the net, tipped out of bounds. Lucky he lost complete possession of the basketball. Aiden Kersey had last touched it. 36 seconds to play. Goff gonna inbound again, a common theme for the Pilots. Up top to Jaden Mott, had a chance for a wide open three, instead takes a step back two. Did not look like his eyes made contact with the rim. 25 seconds to play in the first half. Ball swung in, tipped away. Alex Sabal pulls over on the quick. Tries to get it, jump ball. Getting a little chippy between Kersey and Sabal. 12.2 seconds to go in the half. Inbounding is Kersey again. Getting it into the backcourt. Jackson Bowden. 10 seconds to play. Almost on a traveling. Under the net on Foster. Walking violation. Pilots going to have 4 seconds to do something with. We'll see what their plan is. Last time we had 4 seconds to play. Chase Goff hit a last-second three that counted to make it 32-26 against Groves. Look who has the ball last again, but unfortunately that basket falls short this time. 45-27 going to halftime. The Shamrocks by 18. Thanks for joining us so far, and welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back inside the Bill Fox Gymnasium. With time ticking down on the halftime timer, we enter into our third and final quarter. Excuse me, our third out of 4 quarters in the game. My apologies. Just kind of had a loss of memory there, as you could say. Maybe I'm getting
Some hockey memories, maybe?
Yes,
3 periods?
Considering I just spent my Wednesday night, unfortunately not there, but at the Catholic League tournament, maybe just it's a little bit resonant.
In your mind a little bit, I guess.
For certain. Pilots hockey for the varsity team at least. Next up will be 5 o'clock tomorrow at Bite Boy Arena. We'd love to see you there. I'll be back on the public address tomorrow. Noah Foster gets it in over half court. Trying to find Jaden Mott. Swings it into Sabah underneath. Getting trapped into the corner by 2 Detroit Catholic Central defenders. Specialty uniforms broken out by DCC today. It's been interesting to see them compile the black versus white uniforms today. Jace Goff near the top of the logo. Looking for Foster, thought about a left side 3. Thought not. A blind pass from Sabah. That'll come true. Pilots strike first here in halftime.
Well, that's a great start for the Pilots offense. Obviously, Sabah being a beast down there, down low, getting the first points for the Pilots in the second half.
Ball floater Peter for Walker. That was a beautiful spin back 2. Pilots quick in transition. Tyson looking for the wide open 3. Sabah just a little bit out of reach. Almost got trapped again. Foster almost stumbles. That is interesting to see. Sometimes he loses a stripping. See how he's recovering. Going up, Sabah gets the ball tipped away in the middle of 4-man of traffic. Easy lay up and lay in. Sean Dewan firing along 3, goes over the backboard. Jace Goff, 3 is no good. Excuse me, the last 2-point was by Isaiah McCree. Apologies about that. Left elbow, firing 2, short of the rim. Lyndon Boyai cannot get it, but instead, Milicevic comes down with a 2-point. Throwing it up over atop to Foster. Bottom of the logo, looking for any man. Pilots setting up the triangle-based offense. Jaden Mott for a long 3, no good. Sabah coming up with the offensive rebound. A flop coming out of Milicevic. Sabah lays it up. When he's nice, calm, and concise, that is the perfect advantage that he needs to take.
Absolutely, Sabah has done exactly that, and because of that, I think it's because they put points on the board early in the second half, because he's calm and composed. In the early first half, they didn't know what to do. As another 3 here.
Foster for 3, no good. Rebound, Sabah. Puts it up, foul. Sabah going to the line for the second trip tonight. 51-31 in the third period. 5 minutes, 22 seconds to go. Sabah's first rattles out, no good. He's missed 2 today. Foster subbing out. In comes Griesbeck. Sabah's second bounces off the front of the rim. 2 easy points vanish away. Back to Walker, no good. Rebound, Jaden Mott and the Pilots. Quick in transition, trying to think about the 3. Steps in instead, gets the ball blocked away. Weissel Davis got a hand on the basketball, and it now stays at the south baseline with the Pilots. Goff. Timeout called by Coach Mike Malkevich. That's the third Pilots timeout, full timeout called. We head to a quick commercial. Thanks for joining us in this third.
De La Salle, there's just something that sets it apart. There's a feeling, there's a growth, there's the idea of the builders of boys, makers of men.
They understand that it's a prep school and they're treating it like it's college, which, I mean, I have felt like I could take on anything and I'd be ready to go because how well I've been prepped being here.
You know, De La Salle, it's a staple of Metro Detroit. You know, the Christian brothers really have the, I guess, recipe book for how to make a true man. It's great to see, it's great to experience. Just look at the students now, look at the students in the past, look at a lot of the prominent people, especially on our walls that you see. There's so many different things, and that's a true reflection.
All right, welcome back. 5 minutes, 7 seconds to play in the third quarter. Jaden Mott looking for the inbound, finds Griesbeck. Trying to work the power forward. Under the basket, dribbles and makes a loop for himself. Tyson Lyons into the net, goes up, highly contested two, will make it true. Blocking foul, count it, and the one. The near side official gives it to him, count the two and the one. He had an earlier call just like that, but for Catholic Central, it's nice to see him give us one back. 51-33 sends Lions to the line for an and one.
Now that's the aggression we've seen out of Tyson Lyons lately. Not afraid to take shots, especially down low, putting his body on the line there. Gets the bucket to fall, and now he has a chance to cap off the three-point play.
So Lions to complete the three-point play. He does. Gymnasium gets quite silent when the free throws go up. That's nice to see. An addition of a great bro zone tonight.
Everyone's so kind when they take their free throws.
A absolute killer of a dunk coming out of Andrew Walker. A one-handed slam, looked like Jumpman coming out of that. The logo I'm wearing on my shirt. Out of the left side, driving in, a charging foul. Blocking. Called on the floor. Evan Milicevic gets called for another personal foul, his third of the day. Jay Scoff on the south part. No throw off. Sabah comes again. A calm and concise Sabah is where the Pilots are going to get points underneath. It's good to see them there. 4:18 to play. Milicevic now taking over on the point. Left side. Walker looking for the one-handed slam, taken away by Jaden Mott. Going one-on-one. Driving to the lane, puts it up short. Have to make those points in transition. Absolute necessity. Behind the back, Davis puts it up beautifully. That was a perfect transitional offensive key. Jaden Mott quickly over. Wide open three, had the chance. Lyons is going to take it instead. Short of the rim, poked out of bounds. The trajectory was going out of bounds. If Griesbeck did not foul there, it would have went into the wall and it would have been Pilots basketball. But instead, Henry Griesbeck is one foul away from being removed from the basketball game. Right side, Walker underneath, trying to tip it back to Bowden. Underneath, lays it up, lays it in Wysell Davis. Lions trying to find somebody to get it into. Immediate turnover to Milicevic. Top of the key, from 15 feet, Bowden puts it up, no good, tipped into the backcourt. That'll be tipped instead. Running under, tipped behind. Jay Scoff got a hand on that basketball. Wysell Davis coming back. Evan Milicevic from Walker into Davis. Throws up a two-point jack. Timeout taken, full timeout taken by the Shamrocks.
So as the third quarter comes to its, midpoint, sort of, you could say, what are your key takeaways for the Pilots to make this, I guess, a closer game? Maybe make it even a partially winnable game, I guess, even though they're down 23.
Well, considering the fact that, passes and turnovers obviously has been the main part of their not success, especially in this second half, which has allowed the Shamrocks to greatly pull away. So smarter passes and less turnovers, and obviously we have to worry about Henry Griesbeck with his 3 fouls. Other than that, we just have to play a strong offense. Obviously the offense has been getting some shots up. Noah Foster probably about to come back in momentarily. If not, they'll probably save him for the fourth quarter with those 2 fouls that he has. As Ben Stempen is in the game for the Pilots, as well as Foster. They've had good rests and now trying to get closer to the lead.
Jay Scoff trying to switch back and forth. Jaden Mott getting that more playing time that he was looking for after Wednesday's contest. Has shown significant impact on this game today. Goff at the middle of the logo. Switch off from Mott. It's going to be a foul that'll go against Ethan Jonah. That's his second personal. The team fourth for Detroit Catholic Central, 1 away from putting the Pilots in the bonus. Goff switch over to Foster, thought about a 3, thinks again. Jace Goff almost from the tip of the logo. Tyson Lyons bounce pass intercepted by Ethan Jonah. 2:26 to play in the third quarter. Fires a long 3. Weissel Davis almost from the sideline. Tipped it into Jackson Bowden, an easy layup. 61-36, 2 minutes, 10 seconds to play in the third.
And there's another takeaway for the Pilots. Second chance points off of Catholic Central. Obviously, it's definitely been a big turnaround, and it's definitely a bigger lead as Chase Goff tries to give a little floater of his own, won't go. Possession arrow will go the other way. Second chance points obviously has gotten Catholic Central a good deal of points. So obviously that means getting rebounds on after those missed shots. And that can get you less points allowed and probably would not have you on the brink of a 30-point lead if you were the Shamrocks.
One minute, 59 seconds to play in the third. Malachi Clayton tries to get it in. Up and in, and underneath will be Jaden Fahy. Swinging it across. Foster threw it completely cross court for another pass. Tyson Lyons couldn't pick up on that. 63-36, Detroit Catholic Central. Underneath the basket, Bowden trying to go in, tried to get it tipped again by Aiden Kersey. Foul drawn and going the other way. Foul goes against what looks to be the Shamrocks. Number 23, Aiden Kersey, his second personal foul. Puts the Pilots in the bonus. Jaden Mott at the line, makes his first. Comes true. Second one comes true. 63-38, 1 minute, 30 seconds to play. Switching back and forth. Underneath the basket. Kersey goes up underneath Sabal. Tyler Jonah had that easy assist there. Tyson Lyons, top of the key, swinging underneath. Sabal puts it up. No good. Swinging it back underneath half court. Gets it to Tyler Jonah on the left arc, who put his heel on the back of the line. Under a minute to play here in the third quarter. Foster still in the backcourt. Riding now into the paint, bounce pass out to Lyons. Sabah to the lane, jump stop. Foster thinks about a three, no. Back pick, inside, now right corner. J. Mott thought about a three, was contested, now rolling on the ground, back out to Foster. There was a wide open Ben Stempen, under 30 seconds to play now. Foster throws it up and makes it in, right off the backboard paint. From the left side, Fahy, no good. Rebound by Noah Foster, under 10 seconds to play. Alex Sabah going to the net. Tyson Lyons, a three, rolls off the back of the rim. In transition is Jonah. A last second three will be no good. Your score 65-40, ending the third quarter. We head to a quick break.
Emery Jackson. I chose to just join the esports team because I like to play games.
I decided to join this program because I seen it was a fun program and I like playing the game. So
I chose to roll in this program because one, I already play video games a lot at home, and then two, Mr. C, our coach, he really helped me a lot. Told me if you want to join, I can make it happen.
My favorite part is the community and the competition.
excel to a point where I can actually get a scholarship, and it actually helped me with my communicative skills.
Being able to communicate well with the team even under stressful situations, and then a lot of camaraderie, a good team effort.
If you have interest in esports, and even if you don't, and you just want to try something new, it's definitely worth it.
Just stay on your work and continue to be great for pilots.
Final 8 minutes of the game. Reaching your fourth quarter, 65-40. Shamrocks by 25. Backcourt, Jaden Fahy. His younger brother had a big impact in the previous games tonight. Switching right in between the keys. Jonah now in to the power forward, Jackson Hargis. Trying to go underneath the net, switching the basket up, no. Henry Griesbeck in this game with 4 fouls. Jace Goff gets it back to Griesbeck, trying to take over the power forward role. Stepping in, back out Goff. Jaden Mott for 3, right of the rim, rebound Henry Griesbeck. Got that on his back forward. Timeout taken by Coach Malkevich. Full timeout taken. Pilots have 1 remaining. We had to do another ad break. Thanks for joining us.
Tyler Mearshart. I chose to enroll in this program just to kind of get better at my skills in making things and crafting things and just being able to work well with other people.
I'm Andrew England. I chose to enroll in the robotics program because I like working with tools and just working on things in general. It's something I enjoy.
My name is Evan Kelly. I've chosen to enroll in robotics as I wanted to be an engineer. I think robotics would greatly help me in what I want to do and what I want to be when I grow up.
My favorite part about this program is the ability just to make things and be able to use your own knowledge and actually apply it in a way that's real.
My favorite part would honestly be the brotherhood we have between our team. We definitely have that, community, that spirit.
I definitely just say give it a try, and even if you don't.
Jace Goff now inbounding. Almost got the push. Jaden Mott on the right wing 3. Back over top of the key. Jaden Mott firing 2, buries that, so it's 65-42. 7 minutes to play.
There's a good start for Jaden Mott, getting that bucket right off the timeout.
Double dribble called. That'll go against Tyler Jonah. Jaden Mott applying the pressure. Six minutes, 49 seconds to play. Subbing out of the game is Jaden Fahy in favor of number 25, Jakari Johnson. Goff trying to drive to the lane. Stempen instead switching at the left elbow. Back out to Jaden Mott. Pulls a 3 over top of Jonah. No good. Rebound instead by Aiden Kersey. Shamrock slowing the pace of the game down. Switching over to Johnson. But then a 3 comes true for Tyler Jonah. 68-42. 6 minutes to play. Getting into a tie-up, Stempen can't find it. Going into the net, a dunk. A completely unexpected dunk coming out of Sean Dewan. The Shamrocks just absolutely taking over the energy in this building. Mott out to Stempen. Back out, Mott again for 3, off the front of the rim. Rebound taken by Jakari Johnson. To the lane, trying to put up a long hook shot 2, no good. Stempen on the defensive rebound. Martino Haywood to check in for the Pilots next break. Stempen has to find the switch under the hoop for Henry Griesbeck. Puts it up, fouled on his way going up. Foul goes against number 15, Jackson Hargis. His first personal foul. That'll be the team's first this quarter. .30-second timeout taken by the Shamrocks. Important to make I guess a great effort out of this possession. Unfortunately, the Pilots down by 28. But overall, it'd be nice to see them put up at least 2 this possession.
Absolutely. Pilots trying to do everything they can to try and put points on the board. And unfortunately, some things haven't been working for them, but they have been doing better on preventing second chance points. And now Henry Griesbeck has a chance to get 2 more points for his Pilots.
Griesbeck at the line. You know, when he walked onto the court today, I completely thought he had no shoes because the white just blends in perfectly.
I thought the exact same thing.
I'm glad we're on the same frequency, but that purple swoosh does look good. Definitely completes the outfit there as he makes 2, completes his own trip to the free throw line.
I'm like, how is he not slipping, bro? Does he have you don't even have shoes on.
Out at the right side, and an absolute travel. Correct call there. Jackson Hargis walked right through traffic there. 5 minutes, 6 seconds to play. Deano Isak, his first time subbing in for the game. In comes Micah Walker as well. Martino Haywood the next trip in. Jaden Mott handing off to Ben Stempen. Martino Haywood shocks the 3, no good. Rebound Deano Isak and the Pilots. Haywood was wide open, instead drives to the lane, and 1 coming for him. 70-45, Haywood heading to the line for 1. Haywood to try to complete the 3-point play. He does. Pro Zone giving a "We Want Eddie Martell" chant out there, trying to complete the senior lineup. Trying to drive to the lane. Ben Stempen almost laid a hand on it. Pilots trying to quicken it up in transition after Jakari Johnson made that 2. Jaden Mott pulls up, pulls down a 2 with it. 72-48 after Jaden Mott's hoisted 2. Ball kicked right off of Jonah's foot. Now he's back in the left corner trying to drive on Stempen. Gets a little spin move on him, but can't get it to go. Hargis tries to get the offensive rebound, getting tangled up, walking all over the floor, but we're going to get a jump ball possession, and that's going to go to the Pilots.
Good job there by the Pilots defense. Senior lineup proving that they were really been wanting to get in all night. Now they're showing off what they got. And the "We Want Eddie" chant only getting louder from here.
Haywood into the lane, puts it up off the glass, can't go. He's now 1 for 2 from the field. Ball absolutely rolled. Pilots gonna get possession in the north baseline. Haywood out near the logo. Just coming under it. Crossing now into the right arc, making significant room on the offensive possession. It's good to see the Pilots now spreading their offense out. Deano Isak for 3, rims right in and out, no good. Rebound will be with the Shamrocks. A long 3 coming from Jonah, true from downtown. 3 minutes and 5 seconds to play, 75-48.
And the Shamrock offense continuing to eat away. Pilots still trying to get something going, though. They are truly not giving up at this offense.
Jaden Mott puts up a long contested 3. That's no good. Ball tipped right into Martino Haywood's hands. Throws up a 3 short of the rim. Rebound Jaden Mott. Trying to put it up. Has a nice little spin move and a backwards lay. Pilots within 25.
Third time was the charm there, I guess, for Jaden Mott. Makes it a 25-point game. He's been having not a terrible night. Good night for him.
Almost a little push off from Jakari Johnson. Switching back and forth. Right side, Hargis. No good. Offensive rebound. A putback comes straight from Aiden Kersey. Jaden Mott. Final timeout taken by the Pilots to sub in Eddie Martell. Takes out Jaden Mott. An all-senior lineup except for Ben Stempen. Isak into Haywood. Driving to the lane. Foul called. Goes against number 3, Tyler Jonah. That's his first personal, team's third. Martell to inbound. Getting it out to Deano Isak. Spinning it up, laying it up. Almost had the and 1. He'll be sent to the free throw line to shoot 2 for the Pilots. Isak's first is left of the block of the rim. Not good on his first attempt. Second is up, does not fall either. Defensive rebound will go to the Shamrocks and Aiden Kersey. Swinging it across a little bit too tall for Sean Dewan. One minute and 44 seconds to play in the fourth quarter. Haywood moving on the right wing, bouncing it under, absolutely lost control of the basketball. 77-50 is your score. Detroit Catholic Central by 27. Driving into the lane. Ball blocked away by Deano Isak. Rolls off of the leg of Eddie Martell. So it'll retain possession with the Shamrocks. 1 minute, 19 seconds to play in the fourth. Ball bounced to Jakari Johnson. Foul called against Michael Walker. His first personal foul of the day. Going into the backcourt. Martell gets thrown over. Jakari Johnson receives the pass in the backcourt. Bounce pass underneath. Kersey has two. Makes it 79-50. Shamrocks by 29. Haywood trying to make a move. Tips it out of bounds. Goes around. Now on the move, Jakari Johnson. And a foul on the backside. Goes against Michael Walker, his second personal within the last minute. Pilots again on defense on the north side. Hargis tries to put up an easy two, spin around, makes it true. Aiden Kersey has two, final 30 seconds of the game. Shamrocks by 31, Haywood throwing it up, no good. Martell going up underneath, off the glass, no good. Rebound Michael Walker, aggressively throwing it up, has two underneath the basket, makes it 81-52. 15 seconds to play. Seems like the Shamrocks are just going to dribble it out here to end the final seconds of the game. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us in tonight's game. Your final score, Detroit Catholic Central Shamrocks 81, De La Salle Pilots 52. Once again, thank you for your viewership tonight in today's contests. Pilots unfortunately go winless in tonight's all three games. We wish you a good night, and thanks for joining us, and always go Pilots.